Yo, move that over a little bit. What's up? Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Morning Scone, a Sunday edition, first day of July, which also means it's the first day of NBA free agency. Started at midnight Eastern last night, so things got cranked up. We'll talk plenty about that because there is relevant news. As you may know, we had the beer tour yesterday, the magical beer tour. Drew slept in a little bit today. For those of you who watch this every day, you know normally we crank this up in the 7 o'clock hour Central Time, but Drew actually let me sleep for an extra hour today, which was nice. So got him all settled. He's watching some Big Block Sing Song, and now he's hanging out in the den. We'll see what he'll make his way up here eventually. So let's see, y'all fire away with your questions. We'll get to I think y'all have enjoyed this anyway for those that watch every day. Be getting like a football Q&A at the end. So anyway, so we'll do that. All right, here we go. Craig Schilling, how's the head? What does that mean? What does that mean, Craig? Help me out with that. Pete Giardino, good morning. Sean Berthelot, Clint Horner, and it says in two others, good morning. Let's see. Hair of the dog. No. Actually, you know what? I paced myself really well. It's kind of the host. Actually, let's get to the beer tour. We'll start there. All right, Pete asking about our favorite brewery. So, we went to Wayward Owl in this order. Wayward Owl, Port Orleans, NOLA, and then Urban South. So, what I like, and super, like, tip of the cap to Jay Ducote, who had those relationships with the breweries and had been to them and kind of knew which way to go. Okay, no hangover. Seriously, like I paced myself so well, especially because like I was kind of hosting the thing, so I wasn't going to go get hey, guess who's here? Awesome. No, I was just up really late last night, so I was up late and then we're up early. So we started Wayward Owl, which was phenomenal. It's on Broad Street. You might never happen there but for going to Wayward Owl. But so cool. It's a former theater. It was a theater in the 1950s. Nobody, don't touch. Truck. Drew. That's the microphone. Let's not grab that either. Momo. You're going to see Momo today. Momo's going to come play with you.
Papa.
Big block. Okay. Here you go. So anyway, Wayward Owl is a former theater. It was a theater in the 1950s that they converted. And like half of this theater, whenever Wayward Owl went, it's the first time it's had electricity in that building. It's amazing. So really cool ambiance. The tap room and the brewery part is all in the theater. Our group got together, took a picture on what was the stage, at this theater. And they got a great selection of beers. You can tell like they're still they're growing, but they're still intimate enough to where it was really a lot of fun. That was a great first stop. So then we went from there to Port Orleans, and that's the one that Zach Streif is a part owner in. And Port Orleans was different in that they had a restaurant, like a barbecue, like a restaurant within the brewery, and then they had much more seating, like almost like a restaurant, right? Like you'd walk up to the bar, order your beer, order your food, take a seat. They'll give you the little buzzer when your food's ready. I mean, so it had much more of a restaurant feel with Port Orleans. And, of course, a great selection of beers as well. And so that was perfect because it was our second stop. People were probably hungry at that point. So they could get food, drink their beer, which was really cool. After that, we went to NOLA. And NOLA is similar to Port Orleans in that they've got food as well, and then all their beers. Kind of a like the space is really consolidated, but it was packed. There was so many people in there, and really enjoyed everything they had to offer as well. While we were there, actually, I met a group. Stop, put it, no touch. They're these PTs from. It was three ladies PTs from Ohio. They went to Ohio State. So we kind of had an LSU Ohio State back and forth with our group and their group for a little while, which was pretty fun. So we left NOLA and then went to Urban South, which is just massive. It's this big giant warehouse, and there's like Papa Shot and Shuffleboard and it's kid friendly, so like kids can go. There's no food there, but they did have a food truck outside, so like that a Jamaican jerk chicken food truck outside, and then just massive space, big bar. That like to get there, they had like the partitions, the ropes that you walk in just to get up to the bar. So all four were different. They positioned themselves perfect. Like everyone who came was, I haven't heard any negative feedback. So I think we'll definitely do another tour, probably February, like after football season. And some people saying, hey, what about North Shore? Like if you went and hit Abita and Gnarly Barley and some of those. Some others recommended going like to the Lafayette area, do it at Acadiana. We could do another New Orleans tour because there's plenty we didn't even get to this time. So because it went so well, I really think we're going to end up doing this again. But it worked. Like and I got to give a huge thank you as well to Tin Roof, because Tin Roof opened. By the way, Wayward Owl also opened early for us. The first stop, they usually open till noon. They opened at 11:15 for our group, and thanks to Tin Roof, man. Tin Roof let us all convene there, so we could leave at 10 a.m. They let us convene about 9:30, and then they gave us. They filled our ice chest with beer, so we had beer for the ride down there for anybody that wanted it. So really cool, man. Just the day couldn't have gone better, considering you got about 50 people that were drinking beer all day. Like nobody missed the bus, everybody was on time, everybody was respectful, nobody got out of hand. Like it was great, man. You had like some young couples, you had some old couples, you had like young friends and old friends, and then you had like father sons. So like it was a great dynamic, man. It was so fun. So. Hey, what's the matter? Do you want to say hi to everybody? That's the phone. You didn't want the phone? You want to come say hi to everybody?
Mom.
Hey, you're going to see Mama today. All right, everybody. Drew's here for Clap Hands.
Sure.
Clap hands for elevator comes home. Laurel comes home. Laurel plays clap hands for Drew be alone. Jeff Lewis, what's up? Pete, what's up? Devin, what's up? Oh, look, they love you. They're saying hi. Clap hands for Drew comes home.
Sure.
Drew, plays clap hands for Drew be alone.
Wow.
Okay, all right, now go watch Big Block. All right, we'll see you later.
Wow.
Roro. Let me get some of y'all shout outs here, man. I've been talking. Jeff, good morning. Trivia, good morning. Devin, good morning. Scott. Mark Bayard, hey, my Nancy's watching. Hey, Nancy. Boyce, Ryan, Jeremy, Adam, Tim. Good morning, y'all. Adam said he went to Port Orleans last week. It is really nice, like a new looking place. Kind of like a. If y'all missed any of that stuff, go. Just scroll back on my feed here. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, go there as well, because I posted a bunch of stuff on Instagram too. Some Instagram, like go to my stories, like the Instagram live videos. So we did. So I got a lot of that stuff on Facebook, on my Facebook page, on Twitter, on Instagram. So a lot of fun, really a lot of fun. So next beer tour we do, hopefully you tag along, because it was a lot of fun. I feel like we learned a lot about how to make it work and make it successful, and this one went off really well. So. We left Baton Rouge at 10 a.m. We were home by 6 p.m. Or 6:50. I think 6:50 maybe. So just before 7. Was food throughout, $100 price point. You had 2 beers per brewery for everybody. I think it went really well. So beer tour was great. Thanks to everybody who came, and thanks to all of you who have asked. So a couple of things to talk about. NBA free agency got underway at midnight Eastern last night, and Mark Spears from ESPN tweeted, Pelicans All-Star free agent center DeMarcus Cousins received calls from the Pelicans and the Lakers once free agency began. He's expected to have meetings scheduled with both teams soon. So, really, if you want NBA free agency news, just go read Adrian Wojnarowski's Twitter, because he's just tweeting all the news as it happens. So, of note is that Paul George has signed a new deal, $137 million max deal with the Thunder. And the reason that's significant is the thought was that maybe Paul George would go with LeBron to Los Angeles, the Lakers. And you'll understand, like, dominoes fall, right? So no Paul George in LA. The other really significant deal is that Chris Paul has also signed a deal to stay with Houston, 4-year, $160 million max contract. So when you look at LeBron, like Chris Paul is one of his best friends. Chris Paul's not leaving Houston. Paul George who's from Southern California, was a possibility to go to the Lakers with LeBron. Now he's going back to OKC. So you just kind of look around and say, okay, well, what other great options are there? The Lakers are going to speak with DeMarcus Cousins, so we'll see if that's a realistic possibility. But the other one is, can they get anything done, work out a deal to get Kawhi from San Antonio? And that all depends on if San Antonio is willing to part ways with Kawhi and trade him this year. And if they're not, made all you yawn, huh? I know my energy's low today. Sorry, long day yesterday, but a lot of fun. But if San Antonio doesn't part with Kawhi, then what does LeBron do? Maybe LeBron goes back to this is what Darnell Lazare said on AFR this week. Of course, for those who don't know, Darnell played at LSU. He's an assistant now, a staff member with Memphis. And his feeling was, look, he thinks LeBron's going to go back to Cleveland this year, do a 1-year deal, go back to Cleveland, and then next year, when all these players become unrestricted free agents, then next year, make your jump. I think the question, though, is LeBron's probably sick of he realizes time's ticking, right? I mean, he's got to go win. So we'll see, but it's interesting because, like, would LeBron go to LA with Boogie? Maybe not. Now that the Rockets have signed Chris Paul to a $160 million max deal, you've already got James Harden. They're meeting with Clint Capella. Would Houston even have money to woo LeBron? My guess is you make it work somehow, but it's interesting. Jeremy Grant's with the Thunder. I'm reading through all the deals. Woj, just go read Woj's Twitter. Ed Davis has agreed with the Nets. Derrick Rose returning to Minnesota. Omri Caspi, one-year deal with Memphis. Marco Bellinelli has signed a 2-year, $12 million deal with the Spurs. God bless. NBA contracts are absurd. Anyway, so that's the news as of right now with NBA free agency. I'll go ahead on record, as I've said many times, and say that I want DeMarcus Cousins back. Anthony Davis had to play hero ball last year after Boogie got hurt, and I would love to see what the Pelicans look like with considering the adjustments that they made, the roster with Mirotić and Boogie. How does that look? So I'm looking forward to seeing that, how that's going to go. Let's see. Houston's knocked himself into luxury tax 4 more years. Think LeBron has to stay in the East with George and OKC in the West. Be too tough for the Laker team. The additional LeBron make noise in the playoffs. Probably, Charles. It's not to say Houston wouldn't pay the luxury and you couldn't make it work, but and I think if you have the chance to get LeBron, you make it work. But it doesn't seem likely. I agree with you. Tim, please keep us posted on that. I guess it's pub thing, but hey, look, Tim, we'll do. It's probably going to be February the next time we do a beer tour like that. So, oh yeah, y'all still talking about I was coming over here thinking we'd be talking about hot dog. My computer froze. I thought I'd come over here. We'd have sports related commentary and questions, but I guess not. Everybody's talking about the beer tour. I don't blame you. Beer tour was a blast. Craig Schilling said ESPN covering LeBron flying to LA was a bit much. Yeah. But admittedly, dude, I got home last night from the beer tour almost 8 o'clock. Ate dinner. Me and Erica went for a walk with Drew. Went for a little swim. Watched Saturday Night Live. Went to bed. So I was so tired, man. Actually, we watched an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm too. Hi! Well, hi! What's the matter? Do you want to talk to everybody? Everybody, come see. Come see. What?
Truck.
Papa truck? Oh. You want to hug Daddy? Thank you for giving me a hug. That's sweet. Hey, what's the matter? Everybody's going to think all you do is whine. And that's not true.
No.
What, Bubba? You want to clap hands for what? Clap hands. Nope. Okay. Where's your phone? Go see the phone.
Papa.
Big block. His new obsession is the house phone. He carries the house phone around and pushes the button and says, phone, phone, and just hits buttons. Lee, have you heard anything about Terang? Have not. The deadline is Friday, so for him to sign. So this coming Friday, so we'll know for sure what Bryce Terang is going to do. For those who don't know, Bryce Terang is a LSU baseball signee, first round draft pick of the Milwaukee Brewers. He had an asking price somewhere in the neighborhood of $4 million. The most Milwaukee can offer right now that they have left is about 3.6, but there's still another guy that they have to sign. His slot's about 3, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get a deal done with him. My guess is ultimately they do. He'll take it right to the deadline and then take whatever the biggest offer they give him right at the deadline. And it would be the wise thing to do. Go take your money, man. Craig, LSU players doing well for USA Baseball. Would they get better experience playing in summer league baseball leagues? So, Craig, it's interesting because I did have Daniel Cabrera on the show on Friday, and I asked him something similar. I was like, would you rather be playing in the Cape? And he's like, man, you get a chance to play for Team USA, you go do it. It's just different. Whereas, like, in the Cape, it's all about ABs, and for Team USA, you're trying to win for your country. It's not that dissimilar from, say, playing collegiately or playing in the minor leagues for guys that make that decision. Collegiately, like, if you go to college, you're playing to win at LSU. If you sign, like, it's just about getting reps, getting ABs in the minors, whether you win or lose. So it's an interesting paradigm shift. But I'll to your question, I did ask Cabrera. He said when Team USA ends, he's going back to the Cape because he needs to get more ABs. So a lot of these guys, if they don't feel like they got enough playing time, enough innings, enough plate appearances with Team USA, they'll go play in the summer league for the rest of the summer. So they'll get that in. Mark Bayard, what's your percentage that Joe Burrow starts? Mark, I kind of don't want to answer that because you did the stupid EAUX thing, and I hate that. Sorry. But maybe I'm just in a bad mood today. 98.6% chance that he starts, barring injury or something completely unforeseen. The other guys weren't good enough to win the job in spring, necessitating bringing in Burrow, and the coaches have gushed about him. So yeah, I'd say Burrow's going to start. David Hawes, what can we look forward to on AFR next week? We'll continue that baseball series, which I've really enjoyed, man. I've really enjoyed talking to the baseball guys in the pros. So we'll see who else we can run down this week. I'll start to put that together. NBA free agency, of course, is going to be big. See what the Pels do. And you know what else I've really enjoyed doing is doing in the summer, because the teams you cover aren't active in season. It allows you the opportunity to do certain features, and so I'll jot down notes of people that I find interesting and interviews that I'd like to do and have, or topics I'd like to discuss. And this is a time where you can sort of elaborate on those. One example last week was and I actually had a guy on the beer tour mention this to me, was there was the stem cell story, if you remember this, and we had Jack Marucci come on to talk about sort of the advancement of stem cell therapies within athletic training. And I find that stuff fascinating, and it's a time of year where you can kind of start to do some stuff like that. So Ryan Broussard, when the Saints camp starts, so it's the end of July. I think the 25th is when they start. So just as a for instance, we'll have AFR this week. I'm taking off the following week, just personal vacation. The week after that, I'm in Atlanta for SEC football media days. The week after that, the Saints report. The week after that, LSU reports. So I mean, it's just about here, y'all. So 2 more weeks without like hardcore football talk this week and next, and then you're all the way in it. So trivia: did you give up on live stream adventures with Ryan? I enjoyed doing those, man. And I think he did too. It's just a matter of finding a time to do them. We were doing them on Friday mornings, and our schedules kind of got crossways. So we'll see if we can reset those soon. All right. Since Whiner Dude is coming back here. Hey, Whiner Dude. Elevator. Up. Do you want? Hey, is your big block over?
Ma.
You want more?
Dada.
Dada? You got an eye booger.
Papa.
Big block. Thank you for sleeping so well. Okay, hey, look, let's tell everybody bye-bye. Let's tell everybody bye. Bye-bye. All right, y'all go pick up some Boudreaux. Thanks to Boudreaux for sponsoring Morning Scone as always. The Margarita Mix, the Bloody Mary Mix. Check out the Margarita Mix, especially if you're doing some brunch this Sunday. Sean asking if the Saints have interest in Des Bryant. No way. They're not going to pay that. Plus, they already have a really, really deep receiver room. I don't know why Des would want to come to New Orleans anyway. So, hey, Jay Ducote's watching. Jay, I'm just about to wrap this up, but go back to the beginning. We talked a lot about the beer tour. So, all right, y'all have a great Sunday. Share this, pass it on, as always, and see you tomorrow for Morning Scone. Hey, let's stop this video, bud. Come see Daddy. Okay.